Ashley. Hello. My shirt, thank you. Thank you. It was just, I was cold. I was cold. Oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do for the free oracles? What are we gonna do? Oh, I don't know. I think I'm gonna use this one. This is a new deck that I got from Naomi. Whispers of the Wild, which I really like, which is some, like, advice and guidance, I suppose. I kind of also want the Whispers of Why. The Why Oracles. Well, you just got it all figured out. You're like, this, and this. So the Whispers I wanted as well. The Why, wellness. I don't think I'm gonna do that. That's a lot of talking. Timeline. I can do that. And then the Moon Oracles. Yeah. Anyway, thank you. Oh. Oracle. Whispers. Wild. Guidance. No. Oh, my fingers are just frozen. Right, exactly. A little bit of everything, exactly. Hi Joyce. Hi from Australia. Welcome, darling. Hi. Hope you're doing well. Let me just change the music because I am gonna get restricted and I will have to delete this part of the live stream. Okay, let me put the birds in the background. Let me see if I can find the one that's still copyrighted. I can delete it. I'm not seeing it so quickly. Am I seeing it? No, I am not. Okay, well that's fine. I will hear it when it comes up. Hopefully I'll be in time. Oh, Jocelyn, I'm so sorry. I said Joyce. I think my dyslexic brain just reads shit too quickly. Anyway, hi. Welcome. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you are returning. Why is this lamp a different shade than I want it to be? I want it like this. That's better. Okay. Anyway, welcome to the chaos. Welcome. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you are returning. If you are new, nice to meet you all. My name is Lindy. I am a Dutch tarot reader from the area of Rotterdam. Very direct person, very direct tarot reader. If you're interested in the free oracles, right now the poll is up on which you guys can vote. Only the top 2 answers we will be adding on to the free oracles. The options in the poll right now are the Whispers of the Wild, which is a new deck that I got from Naomi, which is some advice and guidance through animals. Next up, we have the Whispers of Why. Any questions like, why is this happening to me? Or what is the lesson here? Very much the why question to Spirit. Why am I going through this? Next up, we have the Timeline Oracles. Keep in mind that with the timeline, it is the timeline that Spirit would like your attention to be on, not actually always how it is going to happen. So just bear with me here. Because when it comes to timings and timeline, usually it talks about active time. Like if Spirit's like, okay, in 2 weeks, you're like, okay, I'm gonna relax, sit and wait for 2 weeks, and it requires like active 2 weeks. Anyway, keep that in mind. Last option is the Moonology, advice and guidance through the moon phases. So yeah, fill in the poll. Let me know what it is that you would like to see me do for the free oracles. Only the top 2 answers we will be adding on. I will start with that one in a couple of minutes. In the meantime, my memberships always have priority open choice oracle every single day. So we'll get to those if they are in the chat. If you're wanting an oracle right now, whether it is one of these or any of my other oracles, all my oracles are listed in the description box. A €2 donation is how you can get those. And if you're interested in a more in-depth one-question tarot reading, it's going to be for a €10 donation. All donations can be done either through PayPal, Tiki, or Super Chat. If you're working with a different currency than the euro, let me know. I'll look it up. We will figure it out. Ashley, I think you wanted no communications from Bruce. No communications from the Brewster. Bruce for Ashley. Need time to heal. Right now, I'm in a space where I need to focus on my healing and self-love. This isn't about you, it's about me. My fantasy, you're my fantasy. I have pictures and videos saved of you and use them for inspiration. I want you. Others' opinions. I feel bound by my culture and my family's belief on how I should live my life. I'm working towards breaking free from limiting myself based on their beliefs. And lastly, we have missing you. I miss you. I wish things were different. I wish things were different. Yes, hi everyone. Welcome. Melissa, hi darling. Welcome. May I get a hidden message from Joe to you? Yes, you can. Let me get rid of these. Hidden message from Joe. Guys, please read the pinned comment as well and fill in the poll. Let me know what it is that you would like to see me do for the free oracles. That way I will start with the free oracles in like a couple of minutes. Melissa from Joe for Melissa. Joe for Melissa. I kind of want another shuffle. Give me another shuffle. Joe for Melissa. That's it? Okay. We have unworthy, you're a better person than I am. And regret, I wish this never happened. I don't like this combination. Like, regret, I wish this never happened, and it kind of feels like, I guess you're a better person than I am. Where it's just, okay, then be a better person, you know? Maybe that's just my, like, no bullshit kind of, like, way. Like, it's fine if you're feeling this way, and if it's not, you know, it's, for me, it's just like, okay, then be a better person. Go be that. You don't just go like, well, you know, I guess you're better. I guess you're just a better person. Where it's like, bullshit. Bullshit. Sorry. Also, guys, it is that time of the month for me where I'm like breaking, getting on my period. So I am extra unhinged than I usually am. Very, just like, no bullshit. No, we're not, no. We're not, no. We're not going there. Yeah, because, yeah, I don't know. When people are just like, I guess you're just a better person. That's like such a, like, excuse for then bad behavior. Where it's like, no, then be a better person. Don't go like, I guess you're a better person then. Like, you know, I have regrets and I'm sorry, but I suppose you're then a better person. That's such a, almost like blaming. What do you mean? Then be a better person? Like, oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, yes. Ashley, let's take a look at your donation. Thank you so much. Can I get the feelings oracles from Bruce and a timeline? Yes. Any specific question for the timeline? Let me know. But let's take a look from Bruce. How is Bruce feeling? Do you just want to know how Bruce is feeling in general or towards you specifically? In the meantime, let me take a look at the poll. Right now, the number 1 answers the timeline. Number 2 is Whispers of the Wild, yes. And then we have shared last place with Whispers of Wild Moonology. So I will close that poll in a couple of seconds. And then I will set the pinned comment, and then we can get started. But yeah, Ashley, let me know if it is the Feelings Oracle from Bruce to you, or just how Bruce is feeling in general, and if you have any specific questions for the timeline. For the timeline, where's the timeline? Oh, here. The question is just when we will both reach out and talk. Okay, so when will you guys, like, talk again? When will one of the two reach out and talk to the other? When will communication happen between Ashley and Bruce? Bruce, when will communication happen there? Oh my lords! Oh my lords! We have the winter. We have May. We have the next full moon. Let me just decipher this. The next full moon. Then we have spring. And then we have divine timing at play. Okay, so winter, the next full moon. That is about releasing, though. Full moons. It's about releasing. And then I kind of feel like with springtime with May. So this might be, again, divine timing at play. So this is a very fluctuational kind of like thing. I'm feeling some sort of release this next full. When is the next full moon? Let me just check. Because otherwise I'm going to say we have a new moon on the 17th. And then we have a full moon. Oh, and it is eclipsed as well. March 3rd. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and then I feel like in May. Around May, springtime, May. And for the feelings, how he feels about you today. Okay, Bruce, how is Bruce feeling towards Ashley today? Bruce, how are you feeling about Ashley today? Gratitude. Once more, I feel like this is just, lately you've been giving the gratitude cards so many times. We have forgive and acceptance. Change at the bottom as well. So with that forgive, it can be forgiving themselves. It can be, again, with that acceptance as well, you know, accepting the way as it is right now with the situation. I think that that's also with that full moon, the next full moon kind of like thing, that they are already in that acceptance, forgiveness, gratitude. I kind of feel like in that order as well. Acceptance, forgive, gratitude, some sort of like change cycle. Yeah, it feels more at peace. More at peace. I know that you're already typing like, what does he need to forgive me for? Not necessarily forgiving you. It can just be like forgiving himself for the situation as it is, or, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna get a message from you just going like, forgive me for what? I didn't do anything wrong. It's like, correct. That's good. That's correct. Okay, let's close the poll. Number 1 timeline. I have that. Where were we? Here. And then we also have the new deck, which I'm very excited about. So I'm like, yes, I loved the new deck. I absolutely love it. It makes it even better that I got it from Naomi. Whispers of the Wild. Guidance. And then I want the what did he? New. Thank you. You're very welcome. Very welcome. Oh my god, I have no room in this. Oh my goodness, I have no room here on YouTube for it. Why? Why? Wait, let me pin it here. Pin, thank you, so I can no longer stress about that one. Oh! 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 I know why. I have pinned the top. Yeah, I have pinned the top too. I was like, why am I missing like so many characters? Look at that. Okay, that's better. Oh, that's better. Jesus, that took forever. That took forever. I was thinking, forgive everything that happened between us. Yeah, it's yeah. Okay, then yes. But the question was like towards you, so I was like, well, you know. But yeah, no, exactly. Exactly. Can I please have Whispers of the Wild? And I'm not sure what else yet. Okay, that's fine, darling. That is fine. Let me take a look at your Whispers of the Wild. Whispers of the Wild for Ashley. Look at that. We have the squirrel, energy, playfulness, and prudence. Prepare with joy and plan with intention. And you also have the cat with independence, intuition, and self-care. Trust your instincts and honor your boundaries. And lastly, you have the salamander, overcoming, resilience, and healing. Let go of the past and rise renewed from the fire of growth. Mevrouwtje Schammeert. Jij nou hier? Jij nou hier? Ashley, if you are at some point like know which other oracle, just shout it and we will take a look. For everyone else, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you are returning. If you're interested in the free oracles, today we have two options. Either the timeline oracles, any questions starting when, or the Whispers of the Wild, which is a new deck that I got gifted by my friend Naomi, which is some advice and guidance that you need to hear at this time. All you need to do is be subscribed to the channel, give the live stream a thumbs up, let me know what like number you are, and then let me know which oracle you would like. If you would like a different oracle, priority oracle, or just another one, a €2 donation is how you can get those. Memberships do have the one priority open choice oracle every single day as well, so keep that in mind. And if you're wanting a more in-depth one question tarot reading, it's going to be for a €10 donation. All donations can be done either through PayPal, Tiki, or Super Chat. If you're working with a different currency than the euro, let me know, I'll look it up and we will figure it out. So yes, that is what is going on. I'm just going to go through the list. So I'll start from my last chat, work my way down. So if your question or request is not underneath there, please leave it once more. Have patience. I will get to your question eventually. Keep in mind that if you don't have your like number in your request, I will not get to yours. And that I only have two options for free oracles. So yes. Sweet. It's a fire salamander. Yes, thank you. You're very welcome, darling. Very, very welcome. And I absolutely love this deck. Ananya, when will you hear from P? When will Ananya hear from P? When will Ananya hear from P? It's not the right time. And later than you think. Later than you think. At the bottom we even have way off in the future. So not for a little bit. Roxanne, if you would like me to take a look at that, it is going to be for a €10 donation. I don't know, wat filmpje had ik eigenlijk straks. Ja, like, hi. New deck, yes, yes. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Like number 3, current feelings from Jay towards me. That's not one of the options, darling. It's either Whispers of the Wild or the Timeline Oracle. If you would like me to take a look at the feelings oracles, a €2 donation is how you can get those. If you want a more in-depth tarot reading with that question, their current feelings, it is going to be for a €10 donation. So yes, how is everyone doing? How are we all feeling? Hope you're all having a lovely day. Halfway through the week already. The time is flying. Also, it is Valentine's Day this weekend. Do we all have some plans for the weekend? With a boo, or with a date, or with friends, or just with yourself and a bag of chips on the couch, snuggling up? That also sounds like a good plan. Ik zie je niet meer live op TikTok. Nee, ik ben gestopt met TikTok live. Ik deed livestreamen afgelopen week 's middags. Maar ik werd elke keer geflagged. De laatste keer kreeg ik een melding van dat de activiteiten die ik doe kan leiden tot harmful shit. En I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Dus ja, ik ben nou overgestapt op de livestream in het Nederlands, op mijn Nederlands kanaal. So yeah. Hi Monica! Sad. Yeah, well it is what it is. I was just so fed up with TikTok, to be honest. I was like, I'm not doing this shit. I'm not doing this shit. But yeah. The Oracle card, please. Which one, darling? Which one? It's just one free Oracle per person per live stream as well, so keep that in mind, guys. Again, if you're interested in the oracles, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel, like the live stream, let me know what like number you are and which of the two oracles you would like. The two options for today are either timeline oracles, any questions starting when will this happen, when will this come into my life, or the Whispers of the Wild, which is just some advice and guidance that you need to hear. This is a new deck that I got from my best friend Naomi, and I absolutely love this deck. It's also beautiful artwork as well. If you're wanting a different oracle, another oracle, or a priority one, it is going to be for a €2 donation, or for my memberships, because my members get one free open choice oracle every single day. If you're wanting a more in-depth one question tarot reading, it's going to be for a €10 donation. All donations can be done either through PayPal, Tiki, or Super Chat. If you're working with a different currency than the euro, let me know. I'll look up the exchange rate and we will figure it out. So yes, let me know. Feeling a little better, but I'm still walking on eggshells. Well, that's good that it's better, at least. Whispers of the Wild for you. Let's take a look. Tandilu Jalo. Whispers of the Wild. I kind of want this one as well. Okay, you got the wolf with instinct, intuition, and community. Trust your gut and walk with your pack. The chimp, energy, intelligence, curiosity. Stay playful and curious, but let focus guide your exploration. And lastly, you have the snake. Transformation, healing, and rebirth. Shed the old to awaken your inner power. Yeah, let's just look at how my Valentine's going to go. I work Friday night through Saturday morning and then Saturday night. Okay. Oh, right, the giveaway. Yes! I was like, okay. But yes, I already had forgotten. Let's take a look at the capybara, shall we? So, Ashley, how is your Valentine going to be? So you're working until Valentine morning and then also working on Valentine night. So, Ashley, how is your Valentine going to go? Is there anything special happening? Any secret admirers? Ashley's Valentine this Saturday. How's that going to go for Ashley? Valentine. I kind of hope that we have like a page somewhere. We have the Wheel of Fortune as the overall energy. Okay. We have the 7 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups, and the 3 of Wands, with the 3 of Pentacles as overall energy. A lot of work. Weirdly enough, a lot of work. I do feel the opportunity to feel loved here for sure. Underneath the 3 of Pentacles, we also have the Lovers. The 3 of Wands being here as well. Expending. Ten of Pentacles, working, like making good money, but I also feel like the Seven of Pentacles is, I think you are just gonna go at it, in it, with just an open mind, nothing expecting anything, and just gonna do my thing because I want to do it, and we'll see. I don't know if you had a thing, maybe with Mitch or something, where you're like having a friend Valentine, will you be my Valentine kind of like thing, if you had like a joke, running joke going on, whether it is like giving Mitch a card or something, or someone else like a card. Because with the Six of Cups, I kind of feel like old time's sake, reliving kind of like memories. So I feel small things, yeah. Why, like the Wheel of Fortune is such a, like, let it be a surprise as well. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, the Tower, sudden, it should be sudden, unexpected. Because otherwise we are gonna worry about it. So I do feel something happened. I don't think it's anything big, or I think it's mainly a lot of work, a lot of collaborating, and I feel like a lot of making it fun with the co-workers. I think that there is a, again, reminiscing or reliving memories moment. I think it's gonna be a good day though. Open for some like sudden surprises to come along, but yeah. I get to at least with Zach on Friday night, which is cool. Okay. Work with Zach on Friday night. Mitch keeps saying that to me. Let's be friends. Yeah. I think that that might be, I don't know, like getting a card or something with stuff like that. It's like a running joke. So again, I do feel that there's a feeling of feeling loved. I don't think it is going to be necessarily... I'm not seeing big things, but the Wheel of Fortune is like... the unexpected can still happen. Like there can be something, but with that Tower on top of it, it's very much let it be a surprise. Let's not, you know, if you're expecting something right now, you know, it's less of a... So I'm not seeing anything special happening, but I'm side-eyeing that Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I'm not expecting anything. Usually I don't do anything on Valentine's. Yeah. I'm also not sure if it's happening on Valentine's or like the day before or the day after or something. With like Mitch, because I do think we're going to work with like high spirits, not necessarily because we are expecting something, but just because it's like, yeah, I don't know, excited to go to work. But I'm just not seeing any like major love related things, you know. So yeah, that is what I see for you, darling. And then I saw a member in the chat, guided by universe, Whispers of the Wild. I just expect me to cook up food before my overnight shift on Friday. Yummy. Ooh, nice. Nice. Guided by universe, Whispers of the Wild. Let's take a look. Guided by universe. There's like a helicopter. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's like a helicopter coming over. It's very loud. Whispers of the Universe. We have the Raccoon. Resourcefulness, curiosity, and playfulness. Solve with creativity, but don't forget to enjoy the game. Raven. Prophecy, mystery, and intuition. Look beyond the veil. Your truth is waiting in shadow and light. Then we have the Dove, peace, love, and communication. Speak your truth gently and listen with compassion. We have the Koala, rest, tranquility, mindfulness. Like I would just want to say tranquilo, but okay. Rest, tranquility, mindfulness, breathe deeply. Peace is always within reach. And lastly, we have the Chimp. Energy, intelligence, and curiosity. Stay playful and curious, but let focus guide your exploration. okay. You're very welcome, darling. Always. I just love Mitch. She's so cute and sweet. Yeah. He is a cutie patootie. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna very quickly reset the chat. So, if you're interested in the free oracles, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel, like the live stream. Let me know what like number you are and which oracle you would like. The two options available are either timeline oracles, any questions starting when is this gonna happen, when is this gonna come into my life, or sir, if you're looking for a certain timeline for a certain situation. Next up, we have the Whispers of the Wild, which is a new deck that I got donated, or not donated, I got gifted by my best friend Naomi to use here, and you guys picked it actually, so I just absolutely love it, which is just some advice and guidance, or more so guidance that you need to hear from Spirit. I'm gonna start from my last chat, work my way down, so if your question or request is not underneath there, leave it once more, have patience, I will get to your question eventually. If you're not sure what is going on, read the pinned comment. Keep in mind that if there's no like number, I will skip you as well, so definitely add that. If you're wanting a different oracle, priority oracle, like skipping the line, or just another one, a €2 donation is how you can get those. If you're interested in a more in-depth one question tarot reading, it's going to be for a €10 donation. All donations can be done either through PayPal, Tiki, or Super Chat. If you're working with a different currency than the euro, let me know, I'll look it up and we will figure it out. So yeah, that is what is happening. So, hi everyone, welcome. Also be aware, I am a bit unhinged today, more so than usual, but yeah, anyway, okay, Giel, when will David confess his feelings for you? David, when will you confess your feelings? Giel, when will David confess his feelings for you? Oh, that's too much, we're not, no. Fine. It's like having a full-on discussion where it's like, anyway, we have way off in the future, 6 months from now. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, it's not worth waiting for, so let's not put your life on pause because it is going to be a long time period. And then we have in a few months, so again 6 months, in a few months. I feel like Spirit doesn't want you to put your life on pause for this person. That doesn't mean that this cannot come in quicker, but I think that if Spirit is like in 2 weeks, you're like, oh great, okay, I'll wait. Where I think Spirit would like you to not anticipate it and just, okay, I'm gonna date other people then. I'm not gonna put my own life on pause, just, you know, having a reserved little thing on my door. And I'm just gonna be open for other people as well, living my life, and yes, all that. So yes, anyway, yes. Monica, you would like, oh Jesus, Whispers of the Wild. Whispers of the Wild for Monica. I absolutely love this deck. Also, just the artwork is absolutely like gorgeous. Okay, anyway, Monica. Advice and guidance for Monica. Monica. Do you want to take all of this? I'll take it. You have the Lion. Sorry. Courage, confidence, leadership. Lead with quiet strength and act with purpose. Oh, these are all upside down. Give me 2 seconds. You have the Frog with cleansing, adaptability, and rebirth. Release the old, cleanse, shift, and begin again. The Pelican, abundance, self-sacrifice, and connection. Give from the heart and trust life will give back. The Wolf, instinct, intuition, and community. Trust your gut and walk with your pack. The Crocodile, adaptability, strategy, and stealth. Move with patience and act with precision. Ooh, lastly, you have the Griffin, guardianship, vigilance, And courage again. We started with courage. Didn't we start with courage? I think we did. Yeah, we started. And we're finishing it with courage. Protect what matters with strength, clarity, and unwavering honor. It really is a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Mom, hi darling. Can you please tell me when will I get a paid internship? Mom. Mom. When will a mom get a paid internship? It's not worth waiting for, but patience required. It's not worth waiting for can also be let's get into like action. Let's do something else, or let's focus on something else. Hi Giselle! Hi darling! Welcome, welcome, welcome! Jane, when will you get in a romantic relationship? Jane, oh my god, that flew out. When will Jane get into a romantic relationship? Okay, I'll take this one. Do I? Okay, let's just take that one as well. We have at night, morning and at night, and first at night and then the morning, darling. Are you staying over, someone? And then it's worth waiting for. It is worth waiting for. It's not really giving full-on timing. I kind of feel that we have in a few weeks, February shows up. It's worth waiting for. A night and morning. So that can also be like a nightly like celebration. To give an example, like New Year's is one of those, but it's also the summer solace. How do you call that? Summer solace? Like the longest night celebration. It's also when like the spring starts that night, like those kind of like nightly celebrations. Ashley, can I please get a timeline on when will you get a romantic relationship? Ashley, when will Ashley get a romantic relationship? Ashley. It's not the right time. We have in a few days. Holy shit, okay. And not in this lifetime. So I think at a special date. I kind of feel like with that it's not the right time, not in this lifetime, that this is very much also the mindset that you've had of like, I don't want it. I think if you have the mindset of like, okay, I actually want a romantic relationship, I actually want to, you know, date and stuff like that, then you could have like serious date or like meeting a serious potential long-term partner in a few days. That's how quickly you can get a man. But with that, not in this lifetime, I think that is usually referring to a mental shift. It's not the right time right now. You could, if you wanted to, if you set your sights on it, you could get one within a couple of days, or like a serious date. But yeah, do when you want to. Giselle, can I request guidance from the Animal Oracle? Yes. Is that you would like the Whispers of the Wild, or would you like the Spirit Animals deck? I think you're referring to the new deck, but let me know. Thank you, you're welcome. Samina, when will my love life get better? Samina. When will Samina's love life get better? We have next month. And it's worth waiting for. It's worth waiting for. So it is happening. It might seem like it's like in stalemate, but it's not. And next month. Next month. But that also requires us to take like action, but yeah. Such a beautiful deck. Raoul, when will you meet your soulmate? Raoul, when will you meet your soulmate? We have take a break, but just around the corner. Just around the corner, but take a break. Let's not go full on, like, you know, chasing it. Again, Giselle, let me know which one you would like. If I'm kind of leaning towards, I'm assuming the new deck. But yeah, let me know. Whispers of the Wild. Yes, that's what I thought. Okay, okay. I just wanted to confirm. So Giselle, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Giselle. You're the cat. Independence, intuition, and self-care. Trust your instincts and honor your boundaries. The dove. Peace, love, and communication. Speak your truth gently and listen with compassion. And lastly, you have the turtle. I absolutely love this artwork. The turtle. Endurance, patience, and wisdom. Go at your pace. Strength lives in steady energy. I know when we asked the other day how long you will get my new number, but not when. Can I please get a timeline of that? Yes. Of course. Thank you for the donation. So when will Bruce get your new number? When will Bruce get Ashley's new number? When will Bruce get Ashley's new number? We have March. We have 6 months from now, and then not in this lifetime. But I'm kind of leaning towards that March here. I feel like I'm not sure if it's gonna take like 6 months to reach out to you, but yeah. Again, when it is that not in this lifetime, I think that something needs to change. I'm not sure what though. What is that change is, but yes. Anyway, hi everyone, welcome. I'm gonna reset the chat real quick because I feel like a lot of people have skedaddled out of here. So hi everyone, welcome. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you are returning. If you are new, nice to meet you all. My name is Lindy. I am a Dutch tarot reader from the area of Rotterdam. That combination just makes me a very direct person as well as a very direct tarot reader. If you're interested in the free oracles, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel, like the live stream, let me know your like number and which oracle you would like. On Twitch, you don't have to worry about likes, but on YouTube, you do. The two options available are either the timeline oracles, any questions starting when will this happen, when will this come into my life, or if you're wanting a specific timeline for a certain situation. The other options are the Whispers of the Wild, which is a new deck that I got donated from my best friend Naomi. Not donated, just gifted, she gave it as a gift. With some guidance that you need to hear at this time. Those are the two options available for today. If you're wanting a different oracle, priority oracle, like skipping the line, or just another oracle altogether, it's going to be for a €2 donation. If you're wanting a more in-depth one-question tarot reading, it is going to be for a €10 donation. All donations can be done either through PayPal, Tiki, or Super Chat. If you're working with a different currency than the euro, let me know, I'll look it up and we will figure it out as well. Yeah, that is what is happening. So yeah, Ashley, thanks so much for the donation. Thank you, the messages are beautiful. Yes, they are. You're very welcome, darling. Ashley, let me take a look at your question. Oh, nope, yeah. What would that change be? So, not in that lifetime, not in this lifetime card, keeps popping up for Ashley. What would that change then, lifetime change, be? Not in this lifetime. What would that change then be for Ashley? What would that change be? What will it have to change to make it this lifetime? Like, the High Priestess. And the Lovers and that. Okay. We have the Three of Swords, the Hierophant, Justice, the Eight of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Grieving, letting go, feeling the overwhelming pain and hurt, the disappointment, emotionally letting go, walking away. The Hierophant doing the right thing in the right way, in the right order, in the right time. With Justice as well, equaling out the scales. So that can be, I don't know, if we feel like we don't have closure from a situation, giving that closure to ourselves, even if it is unsatisfying closure, because usually that's the case. When we say we want closure, we want a satisfying kind of like closure, as of like they're just an asshole. That doesn't really feel like good closure, because we want to understand why and where it's coming from, and we need to understand where sometimes we just need to accept the unsatisfying closure and just, let go, emotionally distancing from ourselves. With that Lover's energy, even though there might be a soul connection, still going, I still wish the best for you, but I'm just gonna focus on my life, and I'm not gonna feed into the connection anymore as it is right now. The Three of Swords is heartbroken, so very much experiencing that. The Five of Cups can be a bit like staying in the victim mentality, in that of like, oh, this happened to me, and oh, it hurt me so much, and oh, what you did to me is such an asshole move, and not really processing it ourselves. Of just like, the Queen of Swords is very much energy of like, you don't treat me like that, and if you do, it's gonna be the last time you treat me in any kind of way. And then just like moving on, because you don't mean anything anymore. Like, you can treat me like that, then I'm just gonna retract your access to me, and you are gonna get the version of me that's just unbothered by everything. Again, the Eight of Cups is emotionally letting go of things that are no longer serving us, even though there might still be emotions there. I still love you, but it's what's best for me right now, and to walk away there. The Hierophant as well, doing the right thing in the right way, in the right order. Right now, this is not working, so we need to, focus and stuff. And I think that this is something that you both need to do, because I think it's comfort. It's nice to feel at least something. What if I let go of this connection and it doesn't come back, or I'll never find someone else, or, those kind of like fears and ego that just pops up. It's sometimes comfortable to hold on to shit that's no longer serving us. Underneath that, we have the Seven of Swords and the Five of Wands, which is just like, that's lying to yourself, where it's like, I'm just holding on because of this and this and this reason, where it's like, well, you're holding on because it's comfortable. And again, I think that this is for the both of you at the same time, because you both got not in this lifetime. So yeah, I think that that's where it's coming from. And I think both grieving still. Of course, there are different, amounts of grieving, of course. Some might need to grieve more or less, or in different ways, or, stuff like that. But, grieving the potential of what was, or grieving the fact that we had this connection, but it wasn't the right time, or grieving that, So, yes. Thank you, you're very welcome, darling. Very, very welcome. Then we have V. When will you secure a job? V. When will V secure a job? When will V secure a job? Okay, the only one that pops up is a festive season. Festive season. I don't know if there's holidays coming in. Well, there's Easter coming in. Well, Valentine's Day as well. It's kind of also a festive. It's a festive season, though. I don't know. I think from Easter, sowing season, the coming of spring, stuff. Data analyst. When will you start working in corporate? When will data scientists start working in corporate? Start in corporate. We have November, and in a few months, November. Nukuganya, I'm not seeing a like number, darling. Please add it. Kinza, when will you meet your future spouse? Kinza. When will Kinza meet their future spouse? We have September rushing in. So I feel like that could be this September. Rushing in. That's meeting. So that could also be like the sidetrack that I went on right there is like you could meet online, but like meet in person in September. Thank you, you're welcome. Beanish, when will you meet your destined life partner? When will Beanish meet their destined life partner? Do I want this one? I kinda want this one. We have October, September, so September, October. Later than you think, and in less than a month. And I think that is that September, October. I think meeting and knowing. Meeting in September and in less than a month, kind of like knowing this is my partner, like partner. Please do our readings also. We are waiting. I am going through the list, darling. I am. Just hold your tits so I can hold mine. Nat. Hi, darling. Some wild guidance. Love that. There's some wild guidance. Some wild guidance for Nat. Some wild guidance for Nat. I love that. For Nat. Well, darling, let's take a look. You have the Pelican. Abundance, self-sacrifice, and connection. Give from the heart and trust that life will give back. The Rooster, confidence, energy, and productivity. Wake up your voice and boldly take charge of your life. The Bear, strength, courage, and introspection. Stand tall and trust the quiet power within you. And then we also have the Bull, determination, persistence, and fertility. Build steadily. Your roots create your strength. Okay, for Natalie. We should call the deck the wild guidance now, yeah. Tina, thank you so much for the donation, darling. Thank you. Let me take a look at your question, darling. Let me put these to the side. Tina. How come John contacted me after 11 years of no contact? He was a romantic interest. Okay. How come? Why did John contact Tina after 11 years of no contact? John. I'll take that one. John. Why did John contact Tina after 11 years? No communication. John, why did you contact Tina? I already feel some part of it is like clarification or clearing stuff up, where I'm like, after 11 years, okay. I don't know, because we have the 5 wands, which is misunderstanding. It can talk about like rivalry, but I feel like, I don't know, some sort of like misunderstanding or like arguing or argument or which, yeah, okay. We have Judgment, the 3 of Pentacles, the Empress, of course, the Page of Swords, and then the Lovers. Okay, and we have the Queen of Pentacles overall energy, and the 8 of Wands. I feel like, I don't know if it was seeing you on social media or something like that. I feel like you thriving, and them going like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna reach out. Like, seeing it, clocking it, and going like, yeah. Judgment is looking back at the past, learning from it, seeing patterns, and I think that's that miscommunication as well. Wanting to clear things up and just going like, you know, I was always interested in you, but this and this and this, or just, I don't know, needing to get shit and like get shit straight again, or like, oh, it was never like that, or it was blah 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 blah. I don't know. It just feels a bit like, let me kind of like backtrack and either like apologize or explain a little bit like I was a different person. Judgment is can sometimes be about like clearing the path. That can sometimes, it kind of feels like, okay, comparing it to like a bully going back then to the one that they bullied and like apologize later. I kind of feel like it's not that they bullied you, but I think it's like going back and just going like, oh, hey, I am a different person now than the person that I was back then. I think that there is some like need to clarify that, or like, I don't know, wanting to, that you know that. The Three of Pentacles is working together. It is collaborating. So I do, but on what though? On what does John want to collaborate? On what does John want to collaborate? We have the World and Temperance. Compromise? Meeting in the middle? The Tower? I'm not really liking it. Also because I'm not really seeing his energy. I'm seeing a lot of like your energy, where you're on top of your game, you know who you are, confidence, got your shit in order, got everything that you want in life, doing good, you know. Whereas like, of course he is, yeah. And then with that Lovers going back on like some sort of like old connection of like, oh, we had fun, or there was a real connection there, but back then I couldn't appreciate it, or I don't know. And then the Page of Swords is just a little bit of an energy of, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna shoot my shot. Okay, let me just very quickly, John, what is your energy? What is your fucking intention? I'm a bit skeptic on this one, where I'm like, I don't know. We have the King of Cups, okay, so, and then the Hanged Man, yes, yes, and the Eight of Swords, and then the Ten of Swords, yeah, that's kind of where I'm, yes. Okay, so I do feel that there are genuine, like, feelings and interest here. The Hanged Man is just a little bit of an energy of, like, stepping back. I'm not really seeing, like, pursuing you, but more like a, oh, we'll see. Which is like, excuse you? What do you mean we'll see? What do you mean we'll see? The Eight of Swords is a lot of overthinking happening, a lot of stuck in their, like, head overthinking. I don't really like John. I don't really like him. Because it's, yeah, I don't know. It's, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what this is, but I'm suspicious. I'm just a bit suspicious. I'm like, what do you want? What do you want? Again, I'm kind of seeing a conversation of like, oh, I'm a different person, and I'm seeing you thriving and doing so well, and, you know, just wanted to check up on you, how you are, and low-key, like, I'm a different person as well, but we're still having the Ten of Swords, which is still someone that's still hurt, you know. And the King of Cups, I do think that they are very emotional intelligent, and I think, like, charming. No, well, is charming the right word? I don't know. I think he is emotionally available, and I think that that is our pit to fall in. Where it's like, well, he talks about his emotions really well, and he's, you know, I think he might be a little bit too emotional. Maybe just a tad, just a little bit, just a tip. Because again, with that Hanged Man, I'm not really seeing action. I'm seeing princess treatment a little bit. I'm not really seeing action. Yeah, where it's like, okay, great, love that, and it just leaves you hanging like, okay, great. Now what? What do you want? And I don't think that he knows the answer to that. It's just like, I don't know, I just wanted to, it's like, what, just blah, it's just blah, 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 where you're just like, I don't know, what do I, no, I'm not a fan, I'm just not a fan, I'm not really a fan of this. Because with that, like, okay, so the Three of Pentacles is collaborating, working together, but like on what? We have the World, Temperance, and the Tower, which is major arcana, big things, having some sort of closure together, working together, whether that is getting closure from you, or I don't know, you being the one that got away and now they kind of like want to see if there's still something there or not, and if they can like walk away or not, or you know, if this is something, and then is it, maybe not, we'll see. You know, it kind of feels like a dude leaving his wife for the one that got away, and then finding out that the one that you only felt attraction to that because of who you were when you were that age. It kind of feels like that, where he wants to feel the way he felt when he was 20, or, you know, 11 years ago. But that's not really you, that, like that, it's, yes. Yes. I kind of feel like that, you know, where it's like, oh, you're just in love with the idea of who you were and what could have been back then, but not really in the right here, right now. And that's kind of what's... I'm like, no thank you. No thank you. Go deal with your midlife crisis by yourself. Yes. Yes. Leave strong, independent women alone, please. Yes. Yeah. I don't know. It kind of feels like that, you know? Like the... Yeah. Like the more that I talk, the more it's like, no, that is it. Like the feeling of, oh, the way that I felt back then, I want to feel like that again. But that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with you as a person. So yeah, I don't like John. My personal opinion, not Spirit's personal opinion, mine. I'm a bit where I'm like, I don't know. I honestly don't have the patience for it. Thank you so much. Hallelujah. Yes, no, I agree. Yeah, no. Because I think that they are just chasing a feeling that is in the past, you know? Where it's, yeah. Because they're also not getting into action. With that hanged man, they like it's a bit like in love with the idea of love, but not really wanting to put in the action for it. And then it's, okay, great. Because back then they didn't have to necessarily put in action, but now it's like... I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I don't like it. Basically, bottom line. I don't think that they know what their intention are, other than just, I want to feel that way. And, you know, oh, we had a good time, and that was nice, and, you know, let's relive and revisit, and, yeah. I'm a different person now. Where it's like, are you, though? You're trying to become the same person, so... I don't know. Yes. Anyway, let's move forward. Shall we? So, hi everyone, welcome. Did I miss any things? I don't think so. Hi country. Hello. So yes, guys, I will be resetting the chat. So if you're interested in the free oracles, I will start from my last chat, work my way down. So if your question or request is not underneath there, leave it once more, have patience. I will get to your question eventually. All you need to do in order to get them is be subscribed to the channel, like the live stream, let me know what like number you are and what oracle you would like. The two options available are either the timeline oracles, any questions starting when, or if you would like a specific timeline for a certain situation. The other option is the Whispers of the Wild, which is a new deck that I got gifted from Naomi, and it is a guidance deck, so some guidance that you need to hear through the Whispers of the Wild. It's an absolutely gorgeous deck, and I absolutely am in love with it. But yeah, let me know if you're wanting a different oracle, priority oracle, like skipping the line, or just another one. A €2 donation is how you can get those, or becoming one of my members, because my members get one free open choice oracle every single day. Doesn't have to be one of those, but out of all my oracles. If you're interested or curious, I have my oracle list in the description as well of the live stream, so go check that out if you're curious about that. If you're wanting a more in-depth one question tarot reading, it's going to be for a €10 donation. All donations can be done either through PayPal, Tiki, or Super Chat. If you're working with a different currency than the euro, let me know. I'll look it up. We will figure it out. So yes, that is what is happening. Again, I will start from my last chat, work my way down. So if your question or request is not underneath there, leave it once more. Have patience. I'll get to your question eventually. Also, if you are watching on Twitch, that really sucks. I'm glad I asked for a reading. Yeah, thank you. I wasn't getting a good feel for it either. Yeah. Always trust your gut feeling, darling. Always, even if you're like, I don't, because I think that is it with women and our intuition. Like, we kind of feel it, but at the same time, we're like, nah, that's ridiculous. There's no good reason for it other than that gut feeling. Always trust that gut feeling, darling. But I'm very glad that I could, like, confirm that for you. Jayasuri, Whispers of the Wild. Jayasuri. Oh my lords, oh my lords. Oh, you got the cow. The cow. Nourishment, abundance, and stability. Ground into gratitude and let the earth replenish you. Replenish you. Jesus. Words, Lindy. English. I know it's not your first language, but holy shit. Crocodile. Adaptability, strategy, and stealth. I felt like for a moment I had a, like, how do you say that in English? I don't know. A brain thingy. The crocodile. Adaptability, strategy, and stealth. Move with patience and act with precision. Precision. Anyway, the wolf, instinct, intuition, community, trust your gut and walk with your pack. And the rabbit, spontaneity, alertness, quick thinking, trust your instincts and move swiftly when life shifts. Brain fog. No, as in like just a full on, like, Tia. How do you say that? Full on brain injury kind of like thing. How do you say that in English? Een herseninfarct. I don't know how you say that in English. Country, darling, let's take a look at your cosmic insight. Cosmic insights for country. Pregnancy, someone is expecting. This can also be an idea. It doesn't have to be full-on pregnancy. But it might be someone around you that is pregnant, or this can also be your pregnancy of like an idea, like a love baby, a love idea. And we have moving, change of residence, moving in with your partner. But this can also be just relocating, like moving, or getting a job where you have to move, you know, a lot from home to work, like a long commute, I suppose. So yeah. Gulnar, when will you get married? When will Gulnar get married? Just the one? Okay. We have October for you, darling. October. Those flew out, yes. Idea was good. The pregnancy scared me, yeah. You know, you're welcome. Because this can also be like a pregnancy of an idea to move or to travel or like long, like distance. Relocating. Zara, when will you meet your future husband? Zara. Didn't I do yours already? I don't know. Zara, when will you meet your future husband? We have August, and then we also have December. So between August and December, that's where I would put it. Can I have an oracle, please? Whispers of the Wild, Laverne. Darling, do let me know what like number you are, though. I'm not seeing your like number. Then when you read these cards, like Whispers of Why, and some other cards, many cards don't even match to get the message exactly what these cards sum up to mean. Can you please give us some up? One line message at the end. What do you mean, darling? With these, with the oracles, there's not a lot of like explaining to happen. Also because there's so many flying out at once, I will be literally spending 5 minutes with everyone's, and that kind of like cuts the point of the thingies. No, that's fine. But let me take a look at your Whispers of the Wild, darling. Laverne. You have the cow with nourishment, abundance, and stability. Ground into gratitude and let the earth replenish you. The deer, sensitivity, grace, compassion. There is strength in softness. Trust your gentle heart. And the dog, loyalty, companionship, and connection. Be loyal to love and let connection guide you. Cards pop up and each card says a different thing. When it happens for like a timeline and it's clear for me that there are like different things, then I will always try to explain it, I think. And I think these speak for themselves. Each card has a message of their own, that can be different messages for different situations. But what you need to hear, I try to, as much as I can, give like explanation. I think I'm gonna burn my bay leaf. Give me a second. I think it's gonna burn if I don't move it. Will you? No. I feel you're already leaning. You're not gonna burn my bay leaf. I'm sorry. Will you stop it? Jesus fucking Christ, oh my god. Okay, sorry. Satisfied with my candle. Yes, I talk to my candles. Yes, I'm crazy. Cuckoo crazy. What is happening here? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so yes. Okay, dear. But yeah, I'm also... Did I explain that well? I don't know. Anyway, hi everyone. Welcome. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you are returning. I think I'm gonna call last call for the free oracle, so let me put these down there. This one up here. Boing. Boop. Doop. Doop. Okay, so let this be last call for the free oracles. If you're interested, be subscribed to the channel, give the live stream a thumbs up, and let me know your name, your like number, and which oracle you would like. The two options available are either the timeline oracles, any questions starting when, or if you would like to receive a timeline on a certain situation. The other one is Whispers of the Wild. Some advice and guidance that you need to hear at this time. This is going to be last call for the free oracles, so if you're wanting them, let me know now or forever hold your peace. Whispers of Why again? No, Whispers of the Wild. It's a new deck that I got, which is just some advice and guidance. Did I say Whispers of Why? No, Whispers of the Wild, which is animals, and they are absolutely gorgeous, absolutely amazing artwork on them. But yeah, again, this is going to be last call for the free oracles. If you're wanting a different oracle, priority oracle, or just another one, priority is not really necessary. It is going to be for a €2 donation. If you're wanting a more in-depth one-question tarot reading, it's going to be for a €10 donation. Donations can be done either through PayPal, Tiki, or Super Chats. Yes. JSA, Whispers of the Wild for JSA. JSA. Oh, we have a lot. Oh my god, we have a lot. We have the Raven, Prophecy, Mystery, and Intuition. Look beyond the veil. Your truth is waiting in shadow and light. So the truth that you need lies very much in the dark. And with that little key as well, that you might be unlocking certain realizations. The Hippo, Boundaries, Security, and Depth. Protect your peace and move through emotions with strength. Llama, Compassion, Boundaries, and Gentleness. Carry only what's yours and allow space for tenderness. The Dragonfly, Adaptability, Lightness, Fluidity. Embrace the shift. Dance lightly with life's changes. Adaptability, lightness, and fluidity. And then lastly, you have the Wolf, Instinct, Intuition, and Community. Trust your gut and walk with your pack. Okay, I think that was it for the free oracles today. What time is it? Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Also, Naomi got this deck for herself as well, and then she was like, she talked about it, and then I was like, oh, that's beautiful, and she's like, I'm gonna order one for you too. So we got the same deck. Good night, darling. Have a good one. So yes, how's everyone doing? How are we all doing? Well, we're alive and breathing, and that's for one thing. Sorry, I just had an interesting observation. Are the other ones out? Oh, I think they are. Okay, well, that's fine. That is fine. I made myself a little abundance spell bowl thingy the other day. I think I did it this weekend, I think on Sunday. But I only have very short candles, so the candles I need to replace a couple of times. It's said to light it once a month or once a week, but I find I need more. I need more energy. Where I just want, I don't know, want to be more. I don't want to say aware. How do you say that? More in the moment. I don't know. More active, I suppose, in working towards my goal. But yeah, the bay leaf almost caught flames just there. Anyway, how are we all doing, guys? How is the connection? It kind of keeps telling me that the connection is really, really bad. Oh my god, we got a lot of subscribers in today's live stream. I think 10. Oh my god. Oh my god. Also, for my members, there is a poll up on the members only for what to do for the members only thingies. The number one answer is future spouse / life partner. So I need to think about a topic for the members next week. I think it's just gonna be who is gonna be your life partner, spouse, or and a bit when will you meet them, or I don't know, how to attract your life partner, what can you do. But that's just me as a person. I hate getting a timeline and not really action of what I can do. I'd rather hear what can I do actively do to make this come in more. Like what I usually get for like my future partner coming in is like, okay, get your work in order, get your shit in order when it comes to work, and then the partner will come after that, so I can just, okay, head down, let's just work, not worry too much about love and romance. If it comes, it's nice, and I date, and you know, I'm on dating apps, and you know, when am I really good with work? No one really knows, right? But it is very much focused on work, like work, and my own mental health and whatnot is priority one, and then love is like if I have space, or I just decided to just, okay, let's just focus on work. Every time I meet someone, like, ooh, you're cute, and then afterwards I'm like, okay, focus on work, Lindy, just head down, just let's just focus on work. We knew this already, it's not new information. But yeah, you'll hit 4K soon, hopefully. Where are we now? We are at 32, almost at 3,300. So 700 subscribers is still a long way for 4K, but yeah, hopefully we can. Oh, it would be nice to reach like 5,000 subscribers this year. That would be nice. That would be nice. But we'll see. We'll just kind of like see. I think how you attract is better. What do you mean? Just the mentality of we'll see. I'm gonna grab a little bit of water real quick. Also, I have like a full on, this is just a brain fart. I have a full on like bay leaf tree in the back garden where my mom does, and I dry my own bay leaves for like magic and whatnot, and I dry them for Naomi as well. And then I thought, let me just, I don't know, see if I can create another tree and then gift it to Naomi. And then the other day there was a small little sprout that came out of the garden, and I digged it up and I put it in a pot thingy, and then I gifted it to Naomi. So she has her own, hopefully it will grow well, her own bay leaf tree plant thingy, but yes. Oh, for the pick a card, how you attract, yeah, like how sad it sucks waiting, but if you know what to do to distract yourself in the meantime, it helps. Yeah, exactly, to give a little bit of like head down, okay, what do I need to do, or what do I need to focus on? Yeah. But I think the members just want to know, who is it? So we'll probably take a look at who is it, and how can you, what can you do to attract this person. I think we're just gonna do that, because I think we also kind of want to take a little peek under the thingies. So I might do for the normal ones, what can you, like for the normal, just everyone, how can you attract your future spouse? What can you do? And then for the members only, I think I'm gonna do, who is it? Who is your future spouse, and when will you meet? So we can have both. I think that would be, yeah, probably a good idea. Probably, maybe, amato, who knows? Who knows? Let me take a look. 1, 2, 3. Why is this connection so bad? Oh my god. Do I still have my Wi-Fi on this one? No. Also, I got a little learning card thingy from Naomi as well, which is just, you know, little information of like witchcraft and whatnot. She got me that one as well, because I'm a bit insecure sometimes when it, not sometimes, I'm an insecure bitch. For everyone that didn't know, I am an insecure bitch. Yes, so she's just gifting me shit to help me. Yes. What about, what is your hidden talent? That could be one. Let me just write some shit down. Talent. Who is your future spouse? What can you do to attract Spouse. Iedereen. And this one is then members only. But yeah. Anyway, let me also call last call for a paying donation. So list is closed. Did I write that correctly? No, I did not. Okay. But that's fine. Well, you get what I mean, right? You get what I mean. But yeah, this is last call, so if you're wanting a oracle, it's going to be for a €2 donation. If you're wanting a more in-depth one-question tarot reading, it's going to be for a €10 donation. All donations can be done either through PayPal, Tiki, or Super Chat. If you're working with a different currency than the euro, let me know. I'll look it up. We will figure it out. This is going to be last call, so for new people coming in, the list is closed, but for everyone watching right now, you can still make a donation. As of right now, we're not having a giveaway though for today, but that's fine. Hopefully, we will get to do one tomorrow. But yes, yep. How is everyone doing? Who is still in the chat? Oh, that's right. Okay. What is your hidden talent? That could be a good one. Naomi also comes up with like good questions. I think at one point she came up with a question of like, what quality of your like personality do you have but you don't see? Or like, what quality of yourself should you invest more into? But I think with the hidden talent, there will be a lot of things that come up where people are like, oh, that's not a talent. That's just, yeah, conditioning, trauma. Yeah, sometimes I come up with just petty questions. Like, what should you be grateful for? For like the shorts or something, Where it's like, what does Spirit want you to be grateful for? You ungrateful bitch. No. Kidding. You're just going like full on unhinged. Again, bear with me this week. It's, yeah. The questions are fun too, yeah. They really are. They're so much fun. They are so much fun. But I do think that sometimes I just want to get a little bit like unhinged and direct and just go like, no, listen, this is what, like, don't be an asshole. Listen, don't, I don't know. Because I think when it comes to tarot and oracles, a lot of people have this romanticized idea that just lovey-dovey shit comes out, but it's very much a tool for growth. It is very much a tool for guidance, but it is still up to you to make decisions. It's still up to you to do all the work. It's still up to you. This is just like, it offers the chances and opportunities. And that's where, I don't know, a lot of people just go like, oh, okay, that comes along, then I can just sit back and wait for that to come. Where it's like, no, that's not how it works. This is like painting a picture of what could be, what you can work towards, and what you can achieve, but we do still need like action. And sometimes I just want to push people onto the reality of like, no, you need to do shit. We need to get into action. It's not just gonna come by, like it's not gonna save you, or, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, does that make sense? I know my spirit team is tired of me. I don't think so, honestly, Monica. I don't think that they are tired of you. I think there's a lot of compassion for you in your spirit team. And I think that there's a lot of understanding. You always do what's best, what you can do, your best. And, you know, it's comparing yourself to others, where it's like, oh, you know, I should be. No, you should do shit all. You're a being. You know, you're born perfect. There's nothing you should be doing. You know, everything that you do is an accomplishment. Yeah, but I didn't do. Don't talk about things that you didn't do. I also didn't become queen. You know, like, you know, it's just a bit also being just compassionate towards ourselves. Our spirit team always has unconditional love. Is maybe sometimes you can see your spirit team a little bit as that like toxic best friend that's like, that's fine, that's okay, we'll get over it, you'll be fine, it's fine, don't worry, girl, we got you. Like, you know, they're very much like, no, it's fine, you just needed this lesson, darling, you just needed this lesson, it's fine, let's just move forward, we've learned, let's go, darling. That could be one. What issues should you address? Like, what kind of trauma? Yeah, I like that one. I always feel like I am a burden, even to my spirit team, that I failed everyone. Darling, this is just very much like failed. Again, to do what? Like, what expected? Like, life. Okay, what then? What? Like, this is such a social structure of, oh, at this age you should be married, you should have kids, you should live by yourself, you should have a good paying job, you should have this, you shouldn't have depression, you should be happy, you should be this, you should have boobs and an ass but a tiny waist, especially as women. We like, go watch the Barbie movie once more. Like, there are so many like pressures of what we should be doing, when in fact we should be doing absolutely nothing. We can do things. If we want to do things, then yes, we can strive to do them. But just because you don't doesn't mean that you failed. That's just, then, yeah. Because also we do not get to choose the cards that we are dealt when we are born. But we still have to deal with them. And that's also not a choice. You know? I got a question. Can I donate? Yes. You'll be the last one, but yes. And then it's also like, try to turn the question around. Okay, then what can I do? What is the next step forward so that I feel less like a burden then? If that feeling of a burden is so heavy with you, okay, then what's the next step so that I feel like less of burden? And that can be as simple as putting a smile on your face, even if you're not feeling it necessarily. I want to feel just happy for a moment, or a giggle, or I don't know, you know. But, yeah. And I think the fact that, you know, where you're like, I always feel like I'm a burden, I think that that is just something that you have been taught to feel. And over been exposed to that idea. And, okay, so in the Netherlands there's this theory of reversed thinking to cope with situations like that. So if, like, the biggest thing that you're thinking is like, I'm a burden, and that means that some part of you think that you shouldn't be a burden. And then, like, the flip thinking is thinking like, yeah, I'm a burden. Like, crack a joke with yourself with it. When you're feeling like, oh, I feel like a burden, just go like, oh, wait, no. Ha, that was funny. For a second I thought that I couldn't be a burden, but I am a burden. I'm gonna be an even bigger burden. Let me just be a more bigger burden. Like, crack a joke a little bit about it. Yes, I've been told this since I was little. Yeah. Which, if you look at it now as well, like, you as a child also didn't get asked to be born. Like, the grown-ups in your life made a conscious choice to have you. That is more of a choice than you had. So how is this you're a burden? If anything, they are the burden for putting you on this earth. And then choosing that, oh, that's too big of a burden. Well, that's a bit of a shitty, then you didn't think that choice through. Here I fucking am. Good luck, have fun with the burden that you chose. You know, you didn't choose to be a burden. You didn't choose to be boring, you know. I'm a burden to you. You chose to have me. So you're the idiot here. What do you mean putting that on me? That's a you choice. That is a boo-boo that you did, not me. You know, I crack a little bit of a joke with it as well. Where it's like, yeah, I am. Deal with it. Yeah. Be a burden. Ashley, why won't my soul let me rest? I'm so tired of going through constant hell. I feel like my soul is grabbing one of my foot and dragging me and saying it's not over yet, like they do in cartoon scenes. What do you mean exactly with your, like, soul? Childhood trauma, I get the same parents and narcissist abuse, hard to get out of that mindset. Yeah, and heal, yeah. It will always make me laugh, very true. Yeah, that's true though. Or like crack a joke, it's like, oh, you're such a burden. It's like, can you imagine you choosing to have this burden? Oh my god. But yeah, again, you, if anything, you had less of a choice to live, to be born, than, yeah, your parents did, so. Why won't my soul let me rest? But, like, to drag you to do what, though? I feel like it is my soul that makes me keep going, and I don't want to anymore. I'm just so tired. I want to end it, have peace, be gone. Okay. They're the High Priestess. Yeah, because I kind of feel like, I don't want to say there's more to learn, but there's more to live. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers, the Five of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. Go through this shit constantly. Struggles, life. Why do you keep going there? I think part of it is also, okay, I'm seeing a couple of, like, things that I just want to name. Part of it is not letting them win is what keeps up. Choosing yourself and ignoring the people that we used to, like, how do you say that? Help, like, okay, to give an example for your mom, like, to choose yourself rather than if she asks for help or she asks for attention or she asks for something, going like, you know what, no. I think that there is her driving you to how you're feeling right now. I think that she has like, I think that there has just a lot of people just holding out their hand, getting shit from you. And it's almost where your soul is like, okay, we're now depleted, but does that now then mean that, okay, I don't have anything to give to those people? So you're not a vending machine. And it kind of feels like the image I'm getting is like an empty vending machine, and then just going like, okay, well, the vending machine is empty, so let's just pull the plug. You know? Where I feel like your soul is like, no, let's just replenish, or like put more into the vending machine, but be more selective by who has access to getting shit. And that right now looks like a bit loneliness. We cannot fill the vending machine while people are tugging at us, you know. The moment that we put something in, they want it, and we're like, okay, you know. The Page of Pentacles talks about, I feel like your soul, there's also, I don't know, a side that's just like, this cannot be it. This cannot be just life. This cannot be how people wake up. This cannot just be it. You know, it cannot be that been put on this earth to go through all of this shit, and then that's it. That's the ending. That's, you know. So part of it is also your soul just going like, no. This story hasn't finished yet. We are not finished yet. I think with the lovers being here as well, I don't know if it's, I kind of feel like you and your soul being out of alignment, where the soul is unconditionally loving, but you're almost like walking away. I don't want that love. I don't need that love. I'm not gonna. And then there is that very like detachment kind of like happening, where I feel like your soul is still, you know, in the game. The Five of Pentacles, feeling of lack. So yeah. My body started breaking down, my mental health bad, emotional depleted, I want to give up. I get that. That's why I feel like I'll never get happiness. Yeah. Well, let's start with all things at the foundation. And I think we need a little bit of that. Okay, I think we need a little bit of a combination of focusing on self, being very selfish, and telling yourself this, okay, I'm just going to be very selfish, because selfishness is a choice. It's not I cannot be selfish. You can be selfish, you're just refusing not to. You can be selfish. You don't enjoy it, it's uncomfortable, but you can do it. And this is very much head down, be selfish, choose you, focus on the foundation of things. And that is, okay, like the thing I focused on, this is, I know, very different. Each situation is very different. But for me, when I'm feeling like depressive episodes happening, how I get out of it is doing one thing. And it's just telling myself, okay, you don't have to do fuck all, but all you need to do is take care of your body. Take care of your body, and then the rest, I don't care what you do. How you do it, if you're nice, if you're kind, if what the fuck other people think. But take care of your body first. Because that's the thing that keeps you alive in this life. I understand that when there isn't a will to live, that is a very hard thing to do in the first place, because you don't want to take care of the body. And I think that that is then the foundation to work on. Okay, do I want to live? Do I not want to live? Genuinely. And this is not a like cry for help kind of like question, but then making the decision in that. I am very much, I never necessarily encourage to make, like, there's no right or wrong decision, even though I don't encourage the, you know, the ending. But it is a decision that you need to make at some point. Also not a decision that you have to make right now. Definitely not. But if we are in that in-between space, and I think that this is just a question of your soul asking you to trust it. Just trust me. if you don't trust yourself, trust me. Trust your soul. I'm here with love. Trust your guides. I'm here with love. We are here with love. We want the best for you. Even if you don't see it, with that Five of Pentacles, you don't see it, we do. And I understand it, you having a hard time of like, I've always trusted it, and look where it got me. But I do think, yeah. America, not good. Helping, not really. Yeah, I get that. I get that. But taking care of your body, like, okay, so taking care of you as a person, there are 7 life cycles, 7 parts of life that make our life. Oh, I don't know if I remember them all. They are physical health, career, money, those are different, friendships, friends and like family, romantic relationships. Was that 5? I think that's 5. There were 7. Romantic relationships, family, oh, how do you say that? Like spiritual and like growth, like school and whatnot. Those are the 7 areas of our life on which we can individually look and focus on as well. And none of those necessarily have to have, well, not necessarily money input, but like, you know, has to cost much. Cannot get any assistance. Tried several times and nope, still bleeding. Bright red. Dark red blood, huh? Yeah. I think it can also be good, it can be helpful to take a look at asking ChatGPT of like, what are the options? What is like the, okay, game plan, right? What's the game plan? Because I understand the feeling of just tiredness, depleted, and just giving up. But at the same time with you, I am getting that, okay, but I'm trying. But every time I just try, I just get shut down. But still that, like, if I try and it works, then that feeling of like you know, wanting to give up kind of not goes away, but it's like less, because then I have something to focus on, you know. For CT scan in the upper and lower GI procedures been like this for a year. Yeah, I get that. Healthcare sucks in America and get worse. Yes. Yes. Okay. Let me be Dutch for a second. And not, okay, let me like brainstorm. It's not a like solution kind of like thing, but like brainstorming, immigrating, getting out of America. And this could be just the first step, right? You can literally become an English teacher in Asia, for instance, right away. You don't have to have money. They will pay for your flights. They will pay for your stay. They will pay for, you know. But yeah, you're absolutely right about constantly trying and constantly getting shut down. Why you lose hope. Yeah, exactly. Self-pay price is sometimes it's a lot cheaper than going through insurance. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, I know that America is insane with like prices and whatnot. I always want to leave this country since I was little. Never liked this country. Yeah, then you know that might be something for you to look into. I think I remember at the beginning when we just started doing readings that was something on the table as well, where you're like, I would love to like travel here or there, or yeah, that's my dream, being a teacher abroad. Yeah, go do it. And again, I know that is like easy talk, but yeah, you can. If there's a dream, we can work towards it. You know? We very, very, very much can. Yes, yes, yes. Doesn't mean it's gonna be easy. Doesn't mean that's a simple, quick fix. Doesn't mean, you know. But what is keeping you right now in your life right now? Like, if we map all of it, what is keeping me here, right now? And then, is it worth losing that? And yeah, how can we make those steps less scary or less intimidating to take that step? It is research, looking into it. What are the options? How would I go about it? You don't have to actually do it, but kind of like know how. So that's why I don't have anything to look forward to. You were right about me trying and constantly getting cut down. Yeah. Okay, then, okay, what kind of thing would you like to be able to look forward to? What can that be? Like a small thing. Could be a small thing. Money, that's what's keeping me here. I barely live paycheck to paycheck, yeah. But then how is that keeping you here? Like I said, I know, like one of my friends did it for Korea, where she is an American and got, I think she just got the proficiency license of like being a Native American, and got a business, like a company, to sponsor her to go teach in Korea. I do think that she had to stay with that company for like 2 years before she could decide herself if she wanted to stay with the company or, you know, change around or stuff like that. But yeah, they literally will pay you to get the things that you need, to fly you over, to get you housing, and a job there, yeah. Okay, so if the next step is, okay, I want to leave this country. Okay, how? In what way? Because, like, okay, weird example, marriage. Am I willing to marry to get me the fuck out of here? You know? Like, I know it's not an option, but it's good to list all the options that we have available, even if it's an instant no, you know? In America, you have to have money to do anything that includes leaving the country, yeah. You still keep in touch with her? Yes, I do. She's my old roommate from school. So whenever I am in Korea, I always go at least one day or one evening, go for dinner or stuff like that. So yeah, and I talk to her sometimes on like Instagram and whatnot as well. For some people as well, I know one girl as well who just started to make videos on her phone, or and became a vlogger. She doesn't like to be called an influencer, but an influencer. I also have one of my friends who just really enjoyed playing video games and is now a streamer. She doesn't make a whole lot of money with it, but it's just she's doing it for fun as well, in her free time. I think the core, same with me and tarot. It has to be something that you really enjoy doing. Can you ask her what company did she use? I can take a look. I can send her a message. She's probably sleeping right now. But let me look her up. Hey, love. Quick question. when you got the English teaching job for the first time, through what company did you do that? She's probably sleeping. Because right now in Korea it's like 5 a.m. So yeah, thank you. I want to research it. This could be my sign. Yeah, could be. Yeah. You can also already kind of like look into it. I probably won't get an answer until tomorrow. But yeah, do research, look into it. Because again, that's the first step that makes it less scary. The curiosity is still there. If, you know, it's something that you always wanted to do and it's still on your mind, then it's not bad to just check it out. Yeah. And when it comes to like work and whatnot, there's also a lot of work that's like remotely that they will pay you for. Again, an American passport is a good passport to have, and a loan for the teaching opportunities, especially in Asia. There are so many opportunities to teach English everywhere. Again, especially in Asia. I just know from Korea because I have a lot of friends that went that route of teaching. Because she also, like the friend that I have, also just fled, basically. Or not really fled, but like ran away a little bit of everything in America. Because it was only supposed to be a year of her being a teacher, and then Corona happened, so she got stuck in Korea, and then she's still there. So that was in 2019. We went to school together, and then she went back to Korea in 2020, right when Corona happened, and then yeah, she got stuck there. Or if she were to go to America, she couldn't get back. Yeah, and she's been there now 5 years, almost 6 years. That's a good way to start, but personally I'm drawn to teaching naturally. Yeah. Then yeah, definitely go check it out. Because that's then also, you know, it's also not just, I know also in like Africa or African countries that there's a lot of like teaching jobs or, you know, stuff like that as well. But yeah, I want to run away too, which is fine, you know. We all try to run away at some point from something. Because it's easier to become, I do have to say, I had that when going to Korea as well, that I could be more my true self in Korea because there's not the boxes of who I should be or how I should act, or, you know, no expectations. I could just be anyone that I want to be when I'm there, including myself. which is weird to say that you cannot really truly be yourself 100% when you're at home. But especially if you live in an environment where you're being kept in the same box. And for me as a Gemini, I am very all over the place, you know. I can be multiple people, I suppose. And I think you also see that in the way that I dress. One day I want to wear a cute feminine dress, and the other day I want to be a bad bitch. And, you know, I think my family has accepted that I am very diverse, but it's just easier to do it in a clean environment, like starting over. No one knows who you are, you know. Yeah, because nobody knows you. You can be free to be yourself. Exactly. I do have to say, you are gonna run into yourself, though. I had that the first time I went to do a solo trip. You're like, oh shit, I actually have to spend 24/7 with me. Me, myself, and I. So you will run into yourself where you're like, oh my god, why did I do this? Why did I want to go home? Why did I do this? I cannot do it, you know. But yeah, you very much learn to rely on yourself, which is good. It's sometimes shitty, but it's good, I suppose. But yeah. And yeah, I agree that America is not really the greatest place to be at, especially now. Yeah. Like, from an outside point of view, especially a European point of view, we fear. We genuinely fear for you guys. Yeah, because we just see patterns being repeated. As well as just the... Not just, like, comparing with World War 1 and 2, or any other war that we've been through. I mean, as the Netherlands, we have been in an 80-year war with Spain at some point. Literally 80 years. Anyway, it's also just how the population is being treated as well, and that you see who benefits from war. And then those benefits and funds are not being put in places where it needs to go, healthcare and stuff like that, but to the rich. So the rich are getting richer, and the poor are getting poorer. Which, my prediction is, within the next 5 years there's going to be a civil war in America. Yeah. It's really scary here, even in my small town. I saw a military plane flying over. It was scary. Yeah, I get that. It's just a very uncertain time, and uncertainty never goes well. Yeah. Because scared people react. Defend, you know, even when there's not necessarily defending needed. Yeah. And then also get very political, but if you have a narcissist at the top... Okay, well, I don't think necessarily that Trump is a narcissist. I think he's very self-centered. I think he genuinely believes that he knows everything. Not to say that he doesn't. Not to say that he does. Let me take a neutral stance on that. But yeah, like, you're already seeing it with people revolting against ICE and government, and there's just so much aggression and entitlement. That's just scary. You know, it's just very, very scary. Because the thing that, like, the Trump corner, let me just call that, said of the other side was like, is exactly what they're doing now. They're isolating people because of race. Also, I just, like, sometimes, like, I see interviews and I'm like, do you hear yourself? Do you hear yourself? That for some reason the term American, an American is a white person. Where did you get that? I mean, like, how many Italian Americans are there in New York? They're not real Italians, may I add. Most of them. Some of them are, but most of them, their grandparents came to New York from Italy, where it's like, okay, have you ever been in Italy? Have you been growing up in Italy? No, okay, you're American. But, like, there are so many, like, there's no official language of America. It's all immigrants. You guys are all immigrants. Like, the Native Americans are Americans. You guys are all immigrants. So I don't get the... You're an immigrant country. Like, I don't... Anyway, yes. Because it's the same, like, in the Netherlands, it's also, like, the Dutch person also doesn't exist. There is still... Like, I also don't look like the stereotypical Dutch person. But there is no Dutch person anymore. Like, there is no... the Netherlands, especially in the 1600s, we have conquered the world. We have taken slaves. We have, brought people to the Netherlands who just had immigration and shit, just a lot of things happening, where there is no standard Dutch person anymore. And here we also have people that try to hold on to the Dutch person and the Dutch and it's like, you're just scared. You're just scared. And the major reason why I lost all hope for my life. I'm just waiting to pass on, but not just the leader of America, but a lot of people are acting very self-entitled and narcissistical behavior. Yeah, it does make sense. And they're also going after the natives, wanting to deport them, like where they were here forced. Yeah, where are you gonna deport them to? I'm sure he's gonna say like Mexico or something. I'm right there with you, Lindy. That's the history of America, but they bend it to their way they wanted. Yeah, America just always confused me. How they think. Yeah, I think it just, again, comes with men and pride. Because you also had that when the English and the Dutch and the Italian first settled in America. At some point there was the war with England and America, where they wanted to, be separate from America. Like, we're better. Like, for crying out loud, you guys learn the, how do you say it? The allegiance yaddle thingy. That's indoctrination. Every morning you have to swear allegiance to a flag. Okay. How is that? Okay. Like, yeah, that's already where my okay, that's troubling, starts. Because there's just, yeah. And I think that that's also just comes from confusion, and social media and the time that we live in, and yeah. I think that America is going through a little bit of, the terrible twos. Because America is a very young country, and yeah, I think that at some point certain states will break off into their own. You already see it with when Trump sent military to Los Angeles and California, where the mayor, or I don't know, the governor, I don't know, someone said fuck off, I can deal with California myself. Is that now Missouri as well? I don't know, another one did that as well, where I just feel like they are just gonna go yeah, no. And I think the first one is gonna be Texas, weird enough. But yeah, which I do think it is better, I don't know. But yeah, there's just a lot happening. And with this as well, with when things are for us as well, for us the biggest threat isn't America, it's Russia. I don't know. We're not scared of America, we're scared of Russia. But Russia is scared of America. So that's why we need America. That's why there's so much pressure. It's not that we're afraid of America, we're afraid that America won't help us when the Russians come. That's Yes. Um, but for us as well, like in the meantime, you're just doing your life. Either it happens or it doesn't happen. There's no, like, I don't have the grand idea that that is gonna I have any influence about what happens in the world, and all you can do is talk about it and um, get your sign in it. But yeah, I didn't see the difference. But it's so complicated. Yeah, yeah, but yeah. Anyway, like yeah, I think Europeans, a lot of Europeans, just look at America and just go like, "Ugh." But then again, we also have this running joke that like the history of the world, like our history, is not being taught by you guys, like to you guys. You don't know, like America is still under the impression that they saved us in World War II. So with that kind of like mentality, how can you then learn from it if you are literally not learned? I just hope I can get out before things get worse. Yeah. Well, luckily, America is such a big force that I don't think necessarily with other countries, people there, even though our old prime minister, old president, is now leader of the UN, I think, United Nations, who has been called the Trump whisperer now, apparently. But yeah, he just knows how. Yes, he is very good at his job. It's a nice dude, though. But yeah, you could literally like run into him on the street. Yeah. Anyway, I just hope that his term for like Trump's term will. I don't know when that ends. Is it like in 2 years? I think that nothing major happens just internally. Um, yeah, because I feel like Trump also doesn't get how fucking smart Putin is. Because yeah, yeah. I always hated that in school they didn't teach world history, only American history. I did American history for 11 years. I was so sick and tired of it by the end. Yeah. 4 years. Yeah. It's kind of the same with America making Lucas swear legion to. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Like you, like swear allegiance to the flag of America. Whereas, like, as an outsider, you're like, whoa. If I like, I followed. I saw a video of a woman from the Netherlands immigrating to America, and her kids going to school. And okay, how was school? And then, oh no, no, I think that they went to schools to check out, like, okay, will my kid go to this school or that school? And that they talked about, okay, what do we do in a day? And okay, well, in the morning, the first thing that we do is, say the allegiance. And she was like, what? Allegiance to what? Yeah, to the flag of America. And she's like, no, my child is not going to do that. Okay, but you have to. You have to? You have to. She's like, no. Yeah, and she said to her kid as well, you are not going to do that. They cannot make you. You are not going to do that. No. Yeah, German did that in World War II. How did that end up, huh? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I do have to say, like, there's also now looking back at Germany and whatnot, like, wow, like, now looking back, you're like, oh my god, afterwards is when we found out how bad it was, World War II. When we were in it, you don't know. A lot happens behind the scenes, a lot happens that you don't know about, a lot, like the camps and whatnot. A lot of Germans didn't know about the camps, after I think it was it in the Netherlands the first one got discovered, and it was discovered by I think the English, because I think the English liberated us. But yeah, the first time that they found a camp, they were like, holy shit. Holy shit. Yeah. But yeah, it's just, yeah, anyway, yeah. And you see now a lot of similar things, like, I very much praise the journalists who go to the detention centers of ICE, because I've seen videos of that where I'm like, that shockingly looks very similar. Also, just because you have children, you have pregnant people, you have, you know, the most vulnerable people there, you know. Yeah, which is just absolutely, absolutely shocking. And then, yeah, just people going like, get out of here, you cannot film, and stuff like that. It is very, where you're like, yeah, okay, yeah. But yeah, like I said, if you have someone like Trump sitting at the top, then you can scream all you want, but it's not, you know. And that woman that speaks for the White House, the blonde bimbo, I don't know what her name is, but oh my lord, oh my lord, I don't think that she can leave America, ever, ever. Not as a threat, but I do fear for her life if she does. Yeah. Because wasn't it also Vance that went to the Olympics and he got like booed? And then he got like the audacity of people booing me, where it's like, well, you're kind of an asshole, dude. And this is Europe. We are gonna tell you, you're an asshole. Like, you cannot hide behind shit here. You know? Yeah. Like, America's repeating history, world history, like they say. If you don't learn history, you're doomed to repeat it. Yeah, which I do think that's happening. I saw a news story that he also wanted to force women into camps to give birth. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not a cow. Yeah. I think if that happens, then there is gonna... I don't think that they can. I think that the world stage is where they have to... yeah. Oblige. I think even Russia would be against that. China and stuff. But yeah, then you will just see migration happening. And I don't know if that is just what he is hoping for as well. That slavery. It is. It is. You get the... What is that show called? Where there's a lot of women are infertile, and then they hire kind of like a nanny kind of thing, but to give birth and stuff, and then they rebel and stuff like that. Firstly, that's trafficking. Yeah, exactly. It is. Yeah, but I don't think those are things that are happening. Of course, it's scary to think about, but you know, I'm also where, okay, it is scary. We see things repeating and we watch it carefully, but there's nothing we can do right now in the state that we are in to necessarily do anything about it, other than just to do our best in life. And then if we want to leave, do our best to leave. China looks like paradise now. Yeah, I think China does it good. I think there's a lot of misconception about China. Of course they are a bit control freaky. And there's a lot of not so great things happening, but like as with all countries, you know, I think China, as well as Russia and China do things very similar when it comes to like controlling their own people. But yeah, I always want to visit China. Oh, same. There are loads of places in China I really want to go to. I also just think that the people itself are just very, very nice in China. Very kind and, you know, caring. Because when I talk about like countries, it's not like the people in it. It's just, you know, yeah. I've seen videos of people who also go there to teach, and it's not as bad as people make it out to be. Yeah, there's very strict laws in China, but don't break the laws. Yeah, which I think is good. I think the basic line is just don't be an idiot. Like, honestly, okay, this is also gonna sound bad, but like, Americans have been like raised to be entitled, to be the best, better than anyone else, and believe that. And then when they go to other countries, they bring their entitlement. I'm an American attitude. Do you know who I am? I am an American. And that only works in America. That only works in America. Yeah. But then again, we have that here as well. We have that here as well. Like, yeah. We had that with Nicki Minaj trying to get weed out of the country. And she got detained. She's like, do you know who I am? And she's like, I don't care, ma'am. You cannot smuggle drugs. She's like, I'm not smuggling drugs. I just have... You can smoke here. Yes, you can smoke here. You cannot illegally transport it out of the border. So you are arrested, ma'am. Yeah, and then she swore to never come to the Netherlands ever again. Anyway, yes. Most Americans would not survive in China. No, I think so, too. But again, with that as well, I think that there also are a lot of Americans that are absolutely lovely and absolutely great and absolutely have an open mind to the world and, you know, yeah, see what's happening. And don't watch Fox News. You're 100%. The Americans are not humbled, kind, compassionate, and are not communities oriented. Yeah, exactly. Because you already see it, and I think that that's kind of like a shame. I think I would like to see that for America more, where you have... So, where we live, like the Netherlands is very walkable. You can walk anywhere safely. You can bike anywhere safely. We have in every little area of our town. So, like, our town is like... Okay, so where I live, the city... is divided into like small like provinces, you know, and each one has like their own supermarket, their own schools, like, you know, they have it themselves, and which is very walkable, and you come across people, and like one thing that I always say when I walk to the supermarket and I come across people, I always say hi, and a lot of times America's like, do you know them? I was like, no, I don't know them, but you know, you come across them and go, hello, like just a greeting of like, good day, have a good day, you know. Yeah. Well, that's funny, she got a slap of reality. Here, you need a car. It's so hard for me to get around because I can't drive. Yeah. America is very car, reliable, like very reliant on the car. Which, again, I do think that if you have that community, that small town, because here as well, it's not that big. It's still big, but it's not that big, where you can just walk or bike, you know, everywhere. And I think that that also creates that sense of community, helping each other out. But I feel like in America, it's more so, like, if someone falls, it's more like, oh, you're in my way. Rather than, oh God, are you okay? Yeah, which is just sad. But I think it's also because lives are so stressful in America. Like, you have to be on time, you have to work, you have to earn money, you have to this, you have to that. And there's just a lot of burden there as well. That's just, yeah, hard to have that happy community life, I suppose. Like, if you go to more secluded areas, like Alaska, you have more of that. Like, we need to survive as a pack. And, yeah, you're missing that a little bit in bigger cities. We have that here as well. In Rotterdam, it's very hard to find that as well, because you live very close to each other, but, well, in Rotterdam, there's a lot of social checking each other. We're very direct. If someone does something that isn't allowed, you're like, hey, cut it off. you know, where it's more accepted in Rotterdam, even though, you know, crazy people are everywhere. But yeah, I heard German is very walkable, also among trains and car mixes. Yeah, Germany also is. Kind of depends where you go in Germany. Like on holiday, we usually go to a more secluded, like in the woods, kind of like between the mountains, where it's not that walkable. All of it, it is, you know, for like bigger cities, you need a car, and there's not a lot of good transportation. But yeah, in the Netherlands, you can get anywhere, everywhere. You're 100% right. The Americans will just step on the people who fell. Take Black Friday, they stamp a retail Walmart worker unalive, and not one person cared. Yeah. Yeah. But I think that that's also, I don't know. I think America is just very, like, it kind of like reminds me sometimes of like the Hunger Games, like the Capitol. It needs to be big and attention and grand, and you know. I was like, no, just hold your shit. It'll be fine. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just sad, you know, that this just happening. As well as it's not normal at all. Yeah. Like, no country is perfect. We try our best. And no people think that they are evil. They always think that they're doing what's best for them. Or what they think is best for everyone else. Like how there's no compassion here. Yeah. Because it's the same with now, just Trump taking over, what's his name? Venezuela? Just taking over the country. Just like, yeah, no, that's ours now. It's like, excuse you. Excuse you. And they can, because they didn't, like, the world leaders didn't like the leader there, and he, like, somewhat, like, has an excuse for it, and yes, it did help, and yes, people were happy with it, but it is a bit, what is he gonna do now, you know? Because we all know he does it for the oil, it's not for the people of Venezuela. He's not a philanthropist. Yeah. But with that as well, you know, there's good and there's bad. Even to things like World War II, good came from it. Things aren't always 100% bad. Same with this situation with Venezuela. I know a lot of people there were just very happy. But yeah, we will see what direction this quarter will fall on, I suppose. I like being kind and caring, and this country isn't. Yeah, this country just doesn't care about its people well-being. No, it's crazy. Like, we're in the modern world, why are we still invading countries? Yeah. It was also heard he didn't win the Nobel Prize. Oh, for fuck's sake. But yeah, that's again the entitlement, right? And then I think someone gave her Nobel Prize, but you cannot really give away your Nobel Prize. It's just you can give the physical prize, but that's it. You cannot transfer it to someone else. Because it's the same. Like, again, Trump is, like, on the world stage easily to get in your corner, and I think that is why our previous prime minister is so good at it, because he understands it, where he just wants to be acknowledged, want to be part of the pack, and seen as the pack leader. That is what Trump wants. And he has high regards for, like, royal families and family lines and legacy and stuff like that. So just offer him a stay. That's what we did when there was the whole, was it the G5? I don't know, in The Hague. They let him stay at the palace, And he was happy. We were like, well, we're not using that palace anymore. He can stay there. And he like his ego was stroke because no one stays there. No one is allowed to stay in the palace, but he was, you know. And they were like, okay. Yeah. I want to leave America since I was little. I saw it when I was very little and continue to see it get worse. Like only 1% of people in America are kind and caring. Makes me not want to even go out unless I have to, basically just to work and back. Yeah, it was the woman that wanted to lead Venezuela. It was essentially a bribe, so he would get her in leadership of Venezuela. Yeah, and then of course have a contract of like the oil, of course, of like an American company running the oil there. That's what's going to happen. A company is going to take it over, and all the people that pull the strings in the White House have shares in that particular oil company. That's how it works. We're not stupid. We're just not rich. But yeah, I do think I am a firm believer in the goodness in people as well. So I do think that there are a lot of communities and there are good people out there in America as well, in the city that you live in right now as well. Yeah, I do think that there is a deep craving for belonging in America. Because there's a lot of I don't want to belong here or there or what's going on. But with that also comes a craving to then find a place. Okay, but where do I belong then in this weirdness? So I do think that communities online grow faster because of it. And we find like-minded people, and we find our tribe, and you know, all that good stuffs. Again, it's not all bad and despair and you know stuffs. But yeah, like I said, as an outsider, as a European, it's very scary to see. Not just what it means for us, but what it means for Americans. Yeah, especially now with ICE and stuff. Also, just shooting a woman, like, yeah, that was just like driving off and people having to like run for their lives. It's just insane. But it doesn't be in-person connection. I think less because America is so big and so wide and so, you know. But I do think that they are there. I do think that they are there. Or starting small, like, groups. Because we are social animals. We crave social interaction, healthy social interaction. If we cannot find healthy social interaction, we find unhealthy social interaction. But yeah, it's just unpredictable, which is more scary. Yeah, exactly. Hi, darling. Welcome. How are you? I'm doing good. I am at the end of the live stream a little bit. I was about to say, like, I do think I am gonna skedaddle out of here. It's almost 10 p.m. here, so I probably will. But welcome, darling. Welcome. But with online, it still isn't that comfort connection, I guess. Yeah, I get that. That in-person connection. Yeah, but sometimes we need to get that online connection first, you know, before we can have that in-person one. But it doesn't hurt to take a look, you know, to like what is the community doing. Sorry you kept you so long. No, that's fine, darling. I do that myself. I made that decision myself. But I am gonna skedaddle out of here though, guys. I am gonna go. Thank you for the chats. So at the end of the live stream, I'll be back again tomorrow around the same time, 7 p.m. 7 and 8 p.m. I'll be live again. More free oracles, more readings, more chats, more funs, all that good stuffs. Ourselves, our listeners, we will let you get some sleep, please. Yes, that would be lovely. Yeah, have an amazing rest of your day, guys. Go kick ass, go get them. Have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you guys again hopefully tomorrow, if not